All right, hi everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Perfect. Can hear you, bro. Perfect.
All right, fantastic. All right, let me just make my screen presenting the presenting mode. All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. So thank you very much for being present here today. So as you all know, my project is known as Convertible English Teacher from Parents to Teachers. Okay, this idea came about actually during the school closure during PKP or MCO, whereby kids would not be able to come to school. So I was previously in SK Tebro Bakabatu Johor Bahru, whereby the kids in my school face all the issues that be highlighted by KPM, which are lack of gadgets, no internet access, they cannot attend online classes. So due to that, they were left out most of the time. Okay, so what we as teachers did is that we prepare files, we prepare modules. However, it was not sufficient because there was no direct interaction between us teachers and the kids at home. Therefore, I was trying to devise what can I do to help the kids, especially pupils who are in year 1 and year 2, because they are new and we were left out in actually guiding them on literacy, phonics, reading, early stage reading. All that could not happen because we will not interacting with them. Because of that, we come up with the idea of Convertible English Teacher, whereby we try to get the parents to help us to be teachers at home. All right. So the idea, the objective of Convertible English Teacher is to guide parents to teach phonics sounds, blending of phonics, and finally decoding words at home. Okay, this sounds very ambitious. Okay, how do we make parents to teach phonics where if we as English teachers themselves are struggling to actually teach phonics to the students at school. All right. All right. Worry not. I will explain. I'll explain in detail how we make that happen.
Tepi pagar tapi panjangnya. Walaupun dia.
All right. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, I will explain in detail how we make it happen. And actually, this project, I will highlight the flow of the project so that it can be used not only by English teachers, ya, bukan boleh digunakan oleh guru bahasa Inggeris saja, tetapi boleh digunakan untuk subjek-subjek lain kerana model pelaksanaan projek ini boleh diguna pakai untuk subjek lain juga untuk membimbing ibu bapa di rumah. Kita inginkan ibu bapa untuk datang bersama-sama dengan guru dalam usaha untuk memastikan mereka boleh bekerjasama dengan kita sebagai guru untuk membantu anak-anak di rumah. Alright. So, what I had in mind at first was that we will be providing the parents with modules, phonic modules, and we will be guiding the parents how they can implement game-like activities at home and other activities through task sheet. Okay, so the idea is simple. The idea is whatever the students are doing in school, which they are missing, they can do it at home with the help and guidance of the parents. So teachers can provide modules, games, and activities. However, now I know you will be wondering, what kind of modules can we prepare for the parents? What kind of games can we prepare for the parents? What kind of activities can we actually teach parents who are not teachers to do at home? That is where the idea Convertible English Teacher comes into place. All right. Let me just highlight the focus group for this Convertible English Teacher program are Year 2 parents. Why Year 2 parents? Because their children miss crucial elements to learn English during Year 1 due to school closure. So the project was carried out in 2021. Therefore, they were not in school since 2020 when MCO first started in March. Try to imagine the situation. They were in school less than 2 months and school was closed for up to 4 months. Before we resumed school for a short period of time, we managed to bring them together and then school was closed all over 2020. And then we walked into 2021 and the situation was even worse. So in that 2 year span, they only attended schools for like 4 to 5 months. Due to that reason, our focus was geared to parents because we really wanted them to be able to be on par, because in 2022, these kids are going to year 3, whereby if they are not trained or be taught, then they will struggle in terms of literacy, especially early reading. So I carried out a survey beforehand, and I found out that 85% of the year 2 parents are single working parents. What does that mean? It means that only the father is working, the mother is at home with the child all the time. Due to that, this project can be conducted because there is a teacher with the kid at home during school closure. There is an adult there. However, this adult who is with the child is underutilized. Okay, the parents are very eager to actually learn and try to teach their child, but they do not know how it can be done. Parents will be WhatsApping us teachers and asking us, Cikgu, macam mana nak ajar anak saya macam ni? Cikgu, anak saya tak tahu nak buat macam ni. Then they refer to us, and then we will refer back to them. From there, we see there is an initiative by the parents to try to teach their kids at home. However, no help or support is given to the parents. Due to that, Convertible English Teacher comes in. We provide support, we provide the materials to the parents so that they can help their kids at home, focusing on early literacy, focusing on phonics so that their kids can read English materials. Okay, the objective of the program is to curb illiteracy among pupils. It's very obvious. It's to increase the band score in assessment, which I will highlight in the coming slides, and to strengthen the involvement of parents in the classroom. This issue of parental involvement in the classroom is a taboo. It's very sensitive because parents, they feel they sometimes they either they alienate themselves, or they feel that they do not want to interfere, or they do not know how they can help the classroom. So Convertible English Teacher helps to bridge the gap between parents and also the school community, to bring them closer, to get them involved in the school activities. Right? So let's now focus on the project. Okay, I'm sure everyone here is eager to know how it is done, what are the materials used, and how is the project flow. So I'm going to share everything for you to see how it is done from scratch up to the progress of 6 weeks implementation progress up to the parents' graduation day. So let's get started with the materials used first. Okay, so the materials used is that I collaborated with Teacher Ash, who produced English language modules to produce the first ever dual language phonics module. Okay, this is an example of the module. It is parent friendly and it can be easily understood by parents and teachers. The idea of this module is that it does not focus on the sound only. Okay, because I realized that when I was teaching phonics to the year 1 and year 2, when I tell them, okay, say the word they still struggle. Why? Because they do not know where they need to place their tongue and how their shape of the lips should look like when they are learning the phonics sound. Due to that, this module actually covers that weakness. This module guides the parents on how they can guide the kids of the position of the tongue and the shape of the lips to produce the sound at the end of the day. When that is guided, kids will be able to have the correct placement and be able to sound the phonics correctly, which will help and assist in their learning to spell and also to read fluently. So this module is available for free at Teacher Ash website. You can just Google Teacher Ash using the Google, and you can download this module for free. It is called the Sound It module. It consists of 51 pages, and all this is made possible with the grant provided by Education. Okay, the collaboration that happens, and All the materials that were sourced for this module is all original materials, something you can never find anywhere in the website, only at Teacher Ash website in collaboration with Convertible English Teacher team. So this is the module prepared in collaboration with Teacher Ash. Besides that, we also prepared guidelines on how parents can do phonics games at home with their children. Okay, again, this material is the original material prepared by myself and the Convertible English Teacher team. As you can see, we have provided step-by-step tutorial on what kind of games can be played and how they can play the games in steps. And this game is played between two people, the parent and the child. So whatever they are missing in school that we teachers cannot do, the parents can help us to do at home with the child, and they can also involve their siblings. This is the beauty of it. We are bringing English into their home, not merely keeping it in the classroom itself. When that happens, we are not only encouraging the learning of English among the pupils, but we are trying to encourage and strengthen English usage in their respective community. Let me just highlight to you that my pupils are all Malay pupils. They do not speak English at all. And the only time they learn English is when they are in school. So this initiative is a way for us to try to bring in English into their home. Okay, so we also guide parents on how they can prepare flip books. Okay, they can prepare flip book with the kids. We can do some meaningful activities with relationship with what they have learned. For example, if they have learned the sound of B, for example, we provide examples. If you look here, for example, the sound of K, we provide words such as kite, key, king, kettle, kid, kid, kitchen, and kitten. What the parents can do with the kid is that they can prepare a flip book based on the sound K, and then they can draw and they can label the vocabulary. They can be learning together in a safe environment using activities that we have guided the parents so that they can do with the child at home. Okay. Besides that, we also provide flashcards. Okay, flashcards is one of the way how parents can actually revise the words that they have learned with the kids at home. The same way we are doing it in the classroom, we guide the parents how they can do it in their home on a one-to-one basis. And besides that, we also prepare short stories. This is at the end of the 6 weeks after we have completed guiding parents the module, and the parents have guide their kids on the module, then they can focus on short stories in relationship with the phonic sound. So we have examples of short stories here. As you can see, all the materials are original materials. All these materials, all right, all these materials, 51 pages of the sound aid module, these step-by-step tutorials, flashcards, short stories, these are only bits of it. Yeah, I did not include all. All this is compiled together in a pack. We call it as the phonics reading kit. Okay, again, all this is possible with the help and support by Edification, YTL Foundation, Teach for Malaysia, ECM Libra Foundation, and Commitment GSL, who have been providing not only the funds, but also providing guidance, the support, the advices for this project to happen. So this is all during PKP. So the schools were closed. Parents, we call the parents to come and collect their phonics reading kit before the program starts. So these are the pictures of the teachers being in school providing the phonics reading kit. All right. So now we have seen the materials that are used. Let's look at the individuals and the organization involved. At first, my idea of Convertible English Teacher was simple. Teachers, English teachers, there are 6 of us. All right, there are only 6 of us, and we have to take up maybe one teacher will take up to 5 to 10 parents. We guide the parents, and then the parents will be guiding their kids. Okay, so it's a 1 to 10. Okay, one teacher focus on at least 10 parents or 15 parents, depending on the support that we receive. This was the initial idea. However, after I presented during the JO Kickstart, then there is an organization who comes in to bring their support. So both parents and organization that empowers parental involvement in school have committed themselves to our project. They're very interested in our project and they provided support and help. So we collaborated with both parents to form a Jom Baca project. Okay, so everything is done via online. We had discussion with both parents, which was under Evolution Enterprise. We discussed with them, discussed on the flow, we finalized everything, and therefore we come up with the Jom Baca project. Okay, how does the Jom Baca project works now with the involvement of both parents? Both parents brought in something very meaningful for Convertible English Teacher project, whereby they actually devised an idea where they said, let's bring in volunteers to guide the parents. So what was initially a teacher teaching 10 parents became the teacher will be guiding volunteers. Volunteers might not be teachers, but they are passionate people who are interested to bring a change to the education system. So these volunteers, so if we have 20 parents, we will have 20 volunteers. So what was once one teacher to 10 parents now becomes a one-to-one session between the volunteer and the parent. Therefore, more focus can be provided by the volunteer to guide the parents, and the guidance that the volunteer receive is by the weekly training provided by the teachers, who we call as the trainers. So the teachers, the trainers will train the volunteers. After that, the volunteers will train and guide the parents, and then the parents will actually guide the kids at home. We will look at how the process goes on using the video in a while time. So roughly, this is the idea that both parents brought in, and it was implemented successfully. We will look at the videos later on to see. So the participants that are involved in the Jom Baca project are 23 volunteers from all around Malaysia and 23 parents from SK Tebrau Bakar Batu, Johor Bahru. I have more than 90 parents who are interested in this program. However, due to the program had to be done online because the cases were increasing last year. So only 23 parents were able to commit themselves, even that they face issues such as no gadgets, no internet access. However, we will see how volunteers help us to overcome that issue in the coming video. So the medium of communication used for this project is Google Meet. Parents and volunteers had Google Meet session. This is for those parents who have the internet access, but only a few, not many. Most of the volunteers actually recorded themselves teaching the parents, and they send the recording to the parent, and then they communicate the parents via WhatsApp to ask questions, and they check on the parents' pronunciation using WhatsApp voice note. There is also a parent who actually did the whole session of 6 weeks using WhatsApp voice note only. Okay, so many various medium of communication is used to achieve the target, which is to guide the parents, give them the confidence, and to ensure they can help the kids at home.
Okay, so this is
now
our
let's
module.
Now let's look at the video to see how the implementation is carried out.
Okay, so this is our module. Okay, sound it module. Now, our main purpose actually is to guide the parents, okay, about the phonic sounds so that they can teach their children at home. So during our session with the parents, we can ask the parents to say the sound a few times.
So kita cuba dengan perkataan deh, dad, deh, dear, deh, door.
Dan tolak udara keluar untuk menghasilkan bunyi je.
Apa yang kita buat ni akan dapat dilaksanakan dengan baik, dan kalau ada apa-apa persoalan ke masalah, maknanya pihak sukarelawan tu kita boleh berbincang lah, boleh hubungi kita melalui kumpulan WhatsApp kita tu lah.
Okay, who loves hot drinks and who loves cold drinks?
Press your lip together. just like M just now. Letter T. Okay, T, the sound is T. Okay, T. So the title of the game is What's Missing. And below is the step-by-step tutorial.
Let's take some time to reflect.
The new things I learned is that I learned to explain thoroughly to the parent how to pronounce the alphabet.
How I felt is excited to be able to actually teach her and like work with her.
But I think what's something that I learned from your sharing is that you have actually displayed so much humility that despite the challenges or despite that awkwardness, and you still want to move on and to improve yourself.
So as we know, put out your lips a little, tip of your tongue on the top of mouth and push air out of your mouth. Okay, these are the words for letter X and Y. Okay, the game is actually like, okay, parents spell a chosen word from the module. Okay, this is the phrases for kids. Okay, if they answer correctly, okay, you can use all the phrases to the kids.
I just try my very best to teach her and try my very best to be confident, and yeah.
We are very friendly to each other, and also I always give praises and motivate her.
After she has watched the video, like just send me a recording of her voice repeating the words so that I can see if she has repeated correctly or
So as we know, vowels consist of 5 letters, which are A, E, I, O, U. When the vowel say its name, it's a long vowel. Elephant, remember elephant, If you forgot, you just remember elephant, like that. Enter. Today we are going to make a mini book. Okay, so what we need to do this line, okay, to do this line, you fold the A4 paper into 2, fold like this, fold. Then what you should do, you push it. All right, okay, see, when you push it, then actually you already make your own mini book here. They use different color. For long A mini book, they use purple. Okay, for short A, they use white color.
So these are our focus for today. Most of the long double O is in the middle, but sometimes the long double O also can be at the ending. For short double O, it is F. So these are some of the differences that you can see between short double O and long double O. Most of the words are short double O, has the short double O sound.
you cannot see the moon at noon.
Okay, good job.
He shook the box of books.
We are going to do Kickstart based on the Kickstart game.
For number 8, I'm gonna choose with cow. Hour, number 6.
Hour.
Yeah, bingo.
Thank you everyone for listening and thank you for playing the game.
Okay, what you just saw here is a 5-week session between the teachers training the volunteers. Okay, so every week we teach them a part of the module, then they will go and guide the parents on a weekly basis. Now let's see the whole video, how it happens, starting from the parents with the volunteers and how the interaction happens between the parents and the volunteers.
Terima kasih kerana bersama kita pada hari ini untuk projek Jom Baca.
We can ask the parents to say the sound a few times. B.
The sound for Q is Wah, can see from side like duck face. You know duck face? Aha, good.
Okay, the child must guess first sound of the word spelled by the parent. Kalau bunyi like that, they will remember more.
Hour, number 6.
Hour.
Yeah, bingo.
So the winner is Atika. Yay.
Okay, and the last one is spelling activity. Tell the parent, tak salah tak apa, cuba. This is another thing that you must emphasize to the parent.
Letakkan lidah di posisi rendah dan hembuskan udara dari mulut untuk menghasilkan bunyi A.
B. Jadi macam mana kita nak ajar anak kita sebut huruf ni? Kita bunyikan kepada dia.
Bag. Bag ni apa? Bag yang kita sandang tu, yang kita bawa pergi shopping.
B-A-G, bag. Bag.
M kan bibir rapat kan? Yang ni N bibir buka. So, gitu.
N. Oh, N. Nine. Net. Nos.
Yes.
S-T for T.
Tag. Toy.
Yeah, very good.
That.
That. Puan nak cuba dulu J, bunyi dia macam mana kalau tengok daripada modul ni?
J.
Okay, bagus.
Snake.
Seesaw. Long O. Use a tool to scoop the dirt.
Okay, aktiviti kita diberi nama flipbook. Dan flipbook ni boleh hasilkan banyak-banyak jenis. Flipbook yang pertama long A, flipbook yang kedua short A.
Hi, today I want to study some it with my mom. A for bag.
A. Hair. Bear.
Bag.
C. Cat. Cock. Eagle. Food. Five.
Okay, soft G. Giant.
Giant.
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
I would like to thank everyone for being together.
Thank you to the volunteers for your time and patience.
Every session we learned something new and we knew like how to encourage the parents and everything. So it's all because of you guys.
This program has been a big inspiration for me.
Thank you so much for the opportunity as well as like the resources and the sessions that we've had so far.
Okay, so that was the wrap up of the 6-week session with the trainers, and you saw how the interaction between the parents and the volunteers takes place and how the parents were guiding the kids at home. And after that, we have this Jom Baca Graduation on the 30th of October, which was done face-to-face as well as online. We invited the parents to come to school to receive their goodie bags and their graduation gift, and the volunteers were present on the online using Google Meet and Zoom session online to actually see the whole session. So it was a hybrid session with the parents and the volunteers. And just to let you know, the parents and the volunteers have never ever met before. And we actually gave the liberty to the volunteers to contact the parents themselves so that they will familiar themselves with the parents. So you can see these are the volunteers, the faces who actually were so committed to make things happen, who helped Convertible English Teachers so much to ensure these projects can be done well. They are very dedicated, very committed, and they are always open to learning, and they are from different age, different professions. Some are students, some are working part-time jobs, but they are still committed to bring a change to the parents in SK Tabrabaka Batu. So these are the pictures from the Jom Baca Graduation. The parents receive a graduation certificate, they receive a big book, and they receive phonics books for them to further teach the kids at home. It had to be done simple because at that time, COVID cases were still not stable, or else it would be done in a more grand manner to celebrate the parents. The idea here is to celebrate the parents, because these parents, they are mothers who are not working, working, some of them are just SPM leavers. So we provide meaning to them for them to help and guide their kids at home. So these are some of the pictures, and this is those who manage to come, because many of them have small kids at home. So we do not allow the kids to come to school. So these are the parents who were available to come, and the person in the blue batik shirt, that is my headmaster, Cikgu Salim. He's a very sporting person who supports the program from the start till the end to make it happen. So this project will not happen without his blessing, and it is an honor for me to work with him in SK Tebro Bakabatu. So besides that, we also have our own Facebook and Instagram page, whereby we empower the parents. We provide spotlight to the parents. These parents are the real heroes. So we actually feature them on a weekly basis through our parents' diary. These are some examples. We feature them and their volunteers. So they will actually express how they feel. So we can see some of the sharing that the parents gave, and these are real sharing screenshot from their own WhatsApp messages to me. So we put them together as a parent's diary. Okay, so they are really passionate to learn. They are really open to learning. Even the volunteers' age is younger than them, but that is not a matter for them. What they want is learn for their child. Okay, let's look at the impact of the program. Okay, we refer the impact of the program based on the rubrics given by KPM, focusing on reading, reading module. Performance level 1 to 6 is the band 1 to band 6. Yeah, so let's see how the pupils' band score was before the program and what happened after the program. And when we are talking about after the program, it's not right after the program, all right? The program ends by October, and assessment was done in December or November, between end of November to early December, before schools were closed for holidays. So it started on somewhere in July, August, up till November. So there's a few months time frame for the parents to guide the kids at home, and we try to see the progress, how it goes. So from the learning standard 3.1.1, identify, recognize, and name the alphabets. No students were in band 1. One student was in band 2. Majority of them were in band 3. All right, majority of them were in band 3. So we have no one in band 4, no one in band 5, and some of them in band 6. Yeah. Well, what happened after the project is that we see there is a rise in numbers of pupils who were able to identify, recognize, and name the letters of the alphabet. We have up to 13 of them in band 6, meaning that they can do it fluently without the support from the teachers. So majority of them who were in band 3 have jumped on to either band 4, band 5, and band 6. Okay, so there is an increase there. That is the easy part. So the difficult part is 3.1.2, recognize and sound out with some support, beginning, medial, and final sound in the vowels. This is the focus of the phonic modules, okay, for them to understand the sound, for them to be able to sound it. So we see most of them before the start of program, which was during the school closure in March. Okay, this marks assessment was done in February before schools were closed in March. So majority of them, after 2 months in school, they were in band 2. Majority of them were in band 2. They struggle and they need help and support. But what happened after the project is conducted and these kids were trained and guided by their parents as well as teachers after they have returned to school, we see a majority of them are either in band 4, band 5, and band 6. We are up to 19 students in band 4 to band 6, which is already a very good band. We still have 1 in band 1, 1 in band 2, and 3 pupils in band 3. All right, more reinforcement activities will be provided by the teachers for these pupils. When we look at 3.1.3, blending the phonemes, this is where after they have learned all the phonic sounds from the module, the 51 pages, they will learn how to blend it. We see majority of them in February 2021, majority of them was in band 2. What happened in November after parents were guiding them, majority of them were either in band 4, band 5, band 6. Some of them are still in band 3. It is not something for us to worry about because band 3 means that they can do it, but they need some help and support, which can be rectified throughout time. Okay. And the last one is segmenting the phonics. Again, majority of them were in band 2. And after the program in November, we see a spike whereby majority of them are in band 3, band 4, band 5, and band 6. And just to recall, the schools were closed for quite some time in 2021, yet the pupils who participated in this program with the help of the parents were able to achieve an increase of at least 1 band score or 2 band score, which is something for us teachers to be proud about looking at the impact of the program. Okay, so just to highlight to you and to promote that Jom Baca Season 2 will be conducted in 2022. So the registration for you to be the volunteer is now open until the 8th of April 2022. So if you have seen the video just now, how the volunteers are trained by the teachers, if you are interested to be a volunteer, please visit Bold Parents Instagram page, click on the link given and register as a volunteer for you to experience a new form of experience of guiding parents so that you can provide some form of support for these parents. Okay, thank you everyone for listening to me today. I hope that my sharing session on this Convertible English Teacher project is clear for you to look into how the project is being executed week in and week out, what materials we use, how the planning take place. And if you want to know more about our project and the flow of the project, follow us on our Instagram page, Convertible English Teacher, and our Facebook page, Convertible English Teacher, where we will be posting on a weekly basis about our second season of Jom Baca project, which will be carried out in SK Tebrau Bakar Batu, Johor Bahru. So although I'm no longer in SK Tebrau Bakar Batu, Johor Bahru, I passed on the project, the English panel there. So they are actually conducting the project on their own. This is what the project is about, empowering other teachers to carry on the project. Although I am no longer there, I am now based in Kuantan, and I am also organizing and planning a new Convertible English Teacher project in Kuantan School. And God willing, it will be executed in the second term of 2022 if there are no hiccups. So again, if you have any questions, you can always message or refer to Convertible English Teacher Instagram page. If you're interested to carry out the project in your school, do contact me and we will be providing you with all the necessary materials, the support and the guidance. Okay, I think that's all from me, Praveen. I give it back to you.